Welcome back to Ask Allison. Here is today's question. I've been in private practice very part-time for almost a decade and have always kept a part-time job as a security blanket. I really like to take the leap into giving all my energy to my practice and leave the agency life behind, but have a few reservations that have held me back. I live rurally in an area with a historically low SES, so I've kept my fees quite low. I opt not to work with insurance. I want to feel confident raising my rates to be able to live a sustainable life outside of a regular paycheck. Also, any suggestions for building a niche when you're rural and there's a need to wear all the hats? Thanks. So first, I want to thank Therapy Notes for sponsoring Ask Allison. They are the #1 rated electronic health record out there today. With live telephone support 7 days a week, it is clear why Therapy Notes has a 4.9 out of 5 stars on Trustpilot and a 5-star rating on Google. Therapy Notes makes billing, scheduling, note-taking, and telehealth incredibly easy. And for all the prescribers out there, they also have ePrescribe. So if you're coming from another EHR, they make it incredibly easy to transition over. Find out what more than 100,000 mental health professionals already know and try Therapy Notes for 2 months absolutely free. Click on therapynotes.com and use the promo code ABUNDANT. So there's often an erroneous belief that rural communities cannot afford therapy. The majority of my extended family lives in rural areas, and while yes, the majority of people living in rural parts of the US may not always be able to pay premium fees, your practice only needs a couple dozen-ish clients to be full-time. So I encourage you to Google median income and your city name. Where I live, the household median income is just over $50,000. The median individual income is $29,000. I charge $225 a session and I stay full. I've talked to people who've said, well, I don't know if my community can afford private pay. And we look at the median household income and it's over $100,000. So look at the data. And if you're open to virtual therapy, your whole state is open to you. And there is zero doubt in my mind, that with great marketing, you can charge whatever you want. You have been charging a low amount for a decade, so it stands that you've been attracting people who want to pay a low amount for a decade. So if you'd be taking a pay cut to quit your part-time agency job to work full-time in your private practice, you're gonna probably have to reconfigure the way that you're thinking about your practice. It's been a hobby practice up to this point. Businesses need revenue. It is the lifeblood of any business. So hobbies don't rely too much on income as long as the expenses are covered, right? So it's different. Now, regarding niching, you don't need to wear all the hats. You don't have to work with anyone who calls. I encourage niching no matter where you live because it makes marketing 1,000 times easier and it helps prevent burnout. You're going to need to market. If you're essentially starting from scratch with who you attract by increasing your rate, the word of mouth may not go as far as it used to. Today's free worksheet is called Figures Not Feelings. It challenges 3 common assumptions that we make about what will and won't work, where we actually are going to seek some actual data before you decide what's possible. I'll be honest, this is one of my favorite worksheets of the past few years because I think as people who put a lot of stock in the validity of feelings in and of themselves, it's nice for us to actually look at the data to see are we like we are when we're in therapy as clients, or our clients are in therapy, where it's like your feelings don't necessarily tell you the truth every single time about what's happening in a situation. The data will, right? So we're going to look at data. And if you're thinking, well, Allison, you've been marketing for years, like this marketing stuff is easy for you. Like, yeah, it's easy for me now, but it wasn't always. And I literally teach you everything I know in the Abundance Party. I'm not special marketing, raising your rates in marketing. This is not rocket science. It's just a learned skill. Everybody is capable of learning this skill. So if you've been sitting on the fence, it's time to make the leap. I'm even going to sweeten the deal, 25% off your first month with the promo code FALL at abundanceparty.com. Come and join us. We will teach you how to market. We'll talk through the raising the rates thing because pretty much everybody feels that anxiety and that nervousness. You're in great company in there. All right. If you have questions for me, I am here. Happy to answer any Ask Allison questions for you. You can click on the link in my bio and on Instagram to submit a question. And if you want to check out the party, abundanceparty.com. Have a great day.